Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? I have for you a couple of clips to watch in regards to the fact that the powers that be, the globalists, certainly the World Economic Forum, are setting about now to condition the populations of the West, specifically the West, to eat bugs. Okay, they're operating hand in hand with the mainstream media and celebrities, as we're going to see. The first task, as always, is to destigmatize the concept of eating maggots or larvae or whatever, insects. Once they've destigmatized it, then the attempt is to make it look edgy or cool, or to even glamourize it. That's where the celebrities come in, as you're going to see in a moment. And once it's been destigmatized, and once in the minds of the prols it has been glorified or glamorized or normalized at the very least, then they'll start slowly putting it out there. You'll be able to buy, for example, insect balls or burgers. Insect balls. Sorry, that's just my strange mind. So you'll be able to buy like burgers, and it will start from there. And as we go, regular meats will be phased out for you and for me, not for the people pushing this. You see, the people who push all of this stuff, they won't be eating it themselves, but me saying that to you is just a formality because you know this already. Alright, so let's get into the video now. If you haven't yet though, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, hit the notification bell and share the video around. If you find this video informative, there's a membership option as well. You can become a member of the channel to support us that way if you so choose. I have 8 amazing, beautiful members who honour and humble me that they value my content as much as they do to become a member, and you can do that too if you so choose. Okay, let's go. Okay, so the first clip we have to watch is the destigmatizing one, the introduction one. After this clip, we will then watch the so-called celebrities glamorizing it, normalizing it. Okay. Yeah, they're a traditional food in many parts of the world because it comes from a time, it harkens from a time where they didn't have anything else to eat. You understand? That's how it works. Human beings will eat bugs. Hell, they will even eat other people when they are starving and desperate. You understand? Yeah. They're trying to normalize you for this, right? If that looks appetizing to you, there's something wrong with you. Look at that, look. It's essentially maggots. I remember in the year 2000 when, the year 1999, 2000, when the world was so full of promise. I was a teenager then. And man, was I looking forward to the modern world, right? I had no idea that the modern world would actually be pronouns, drag kid stuff, and a box full of maggots, right? That they're saying, hey, well, why don't you eat this? Look at how nutritious these bugs are. Oh, yeah. Increased insect consumption could make food production more sustainable. Okay, so if you want to make food production more sustainable, get all of the green crap out of it because it does far more harm than it does good. For example, the ridiculous thing of measuring how much CO2 cows produce when they fart. Whoever did that, right? Whoever thought that up, they are, what's the term? I think the term's overeducated. Yeah, they are too educated for their own good, right? Because they think such normal things as growing or rearing livestock, growing food, that's all. They're past that, yeah, because they're so much smarter than you, right? They're so academic, so sophisticated that they're going to start measuring the CO2 levels in cow farts, right? Oh, what does food security mean? You know, this is the thing with the globalists, the World Economic Forum, and leftists in general. They use terms that are just ambiguous, that could be, they can mean one thing 1 minute and they could mean another thing the next minute, and they do that on purpose, right? This is why there's a war on the words, this is why there's a war on words in the West at the moment. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Words that we previously knew exactly what they meant, like man, woman, yeah, boy, girl, him, her. You notice how with the whole alphabet movement, they're trying to make simple words like him and her, man and woman, become very ambiguous, very vague. They could mean anything, whereas once upon a time they didn't. The reason why they're doing this is one, so these words themselves can be changed to suit their narrative on a dime, but you know that already. What you probably didn't know is a key facet of this global Marxist push is to put the people in a position where they can no longer agree on anything. Yeah, like for example, now in society we can no longer even agree on what a woman is anymore, right? That's not good for society. Yeah, and they say as global populations grows, well, if you were so concerned about that, this is the classic doublethink thing with the left. They say that they're very concerned about global population growths, yeah, human populations spiralling out of control, yet from the other side of their brain, if you can even call it a brain, they're for mass never-ending migration, which contributes to an increase in human population. You can't have both, so pick one, right? We generate 1.3 billion tons of food waste each year. So you're going to feed maggots on trash, and then you're going to eat the maggots, right? And how many insects would it take to create a burger? It would taste foul, it would taste very bitter, it wouldn't taste sweet, right? It would taste disgusting. So there you go, the World Economic Forum. If you think these people are on your side or they are there to provide for you, you're a fool. Okay, so this is the destigmatizing thing, the guilt tripping thing, you know, where they talk about the amount of waste and human overpopulation, etc., etc. All of the stuff that they've caused themselves. You see, they caused the problem, and then they offer you the solution, or at least what looks like a solution on face value, to the problem that they created themselves. Yeah. So that's the normalization. The destigmatization. Now let's go over to the fashionable fad, the celebrity type thing, yeah? Where they try to glamourize and normalize it. Robert Downey Jr. and Nicole Kidman are about to eat bugs. It's the same as with the coof poke. You know, where they all the celebrities were lining up to get it. What this is they're saying, look, yum, bugs, look prols, look easily influenced, particularly young people, we're eating the bugs and we're the celebrities and we're better than you, so if we're eating them you should too. No, make no mistake, as soon as this was over they would just laugh about it, they would spit it out, and they would go back to eating the very best of steak, yeah. But whilst the cameras are on and the prols are watching,
it's incredibly comfortable. Now, what is this? This looks like I could make cocoa with this. What is that?
Well, that's an insect-based premium protein. It's made from molitor, which is mealworm larvae. The company is called Insect. This is,
in other words, it's crushed maggots. Can't believe this has happened. I really can't believe that the West has been reduced to this. It's crushed maggots. Yeah, it's a bowl full of crushed maggots. And look, his face says it all. Yeah, but they've got to sell it to you. Yeah, this is them selling it to the prols.
In frass, this is for fertilizer, and as you have there, this is a powder derived from the mealworm, and it's a insect protein.
We've gone back to the days of witchcraft. Do you remember in the days of witchcraft where, like, someone who calls himself a wizard would walk around with a wheelbarrow selling elixirs of life, or like some sort of tonic that does innumerable benefit to you if you'll just give them some money? Yeah, we've gone back to that now. Back in those days, they would walk around like, I can't remember what it was a cure for, but there was a cure, like the best surgeons of the time, if you could even call them that, they would prescribe a dried out mouse, a little dormouse. It was dried out, it was dead obviously, and you had to hold it by the tail, and because it was dead, it was all stiff, and you would hold the dried dead dormouse under your nose and breathe in the dormouse. Of course, it does nothing. It's higgledy-piggledy, it's hocus pocus. Just like the concept of men getting pregnant, and eating crushed maggots is going to revitalise your immune system. Don't believe it.
It's been approved by the EU for human consumption.
You're not just getting me to eat dirt, are you?
No, man, I wouldn't play you, bro. We're like one.
No, but you'll play the pros watching, yeah.
One entity now.
It is. If this is protein, it's essentially tasteless. It's just a protein supplement.
He's told you what it is. Of course, he kind of fluffed it out. It is ground up and crushed up insect larvae, what you call mealworms. In other words, a type of maggot. Yeah. You're eating crushed up maggots, okay? So of course it's not going to taste of anything. You're probably grateful. You should be grateful that it doesn't, because insects have a very bitter, very sour taste. So you should be thankful that you can't taste anything.
Exactly.
I could put this in a smoothie or something?
I'm telling you, yep, and they'll be making all kinds of stuff out of it. And by the way, it is the making of it is severely reducing the amount of emissions it takes.
And there we go. Here it comes, the spiel. It's going to reduce emissions. You see, when we go through this amazing transition to the Green New Deal, when you'll have constant power cuts, shortages of everything, you'll freeze in the winter, you'll suffocate in the summer. The reason why they're saying, about the emissions is because we won't have enough beef and pork and chicken and corn and grain for the world's population once we've gone through this transition, because there won't be enough energy to produce it all. In come the bugs. This is what I mean. None of this needed to happen. None of it. Here in Britain, our population was stagnating, and we had enough food and housing for everyone. And then Tony Blair got in, and he opened up the doors. He literally sent out search parties, and this is in their own words, the new Labour government, to quote, rub the right's nose in diversity. Now we have a housing crisis, a crime crisis, cultures clashing, okay, and our population has exploded. We don't even know how many people are here, and we don't grow enough food here now to sustain our population, whereas we did before. Enter the bugs.
It is a innovation, Justin. We're doing something incorrectly. If we make this switch, it's a huge
switch, transition, etc., etc. And this is the end of the clip anyway. But remember, and isn't it funny how they ended? Like, there's only 1 second left. Isn't it funny how they ended on the word switch? Change that word for transition, but know this, and you know this already, or you should at least. They won't be eating the bugs. When they're on the camera, they wave it around, say, can I put this in a smoothie? Yup, dup, dup, dup. They won't be eating it. They'll be living in huge houses, eating the best of stuff, right, that you will grow. You'll grow it, but you won't eat it. But you'll be eating the bugs. Yeah. So that's it. We have the destigmatization and the normalization. Within the next couple of years, expect bugs to be served first on the lowdown in supermarkets. Then the mainstream media will step in with huge ad campaigns. Then they'll guilt trip you for not going along with it, and so on and so on. The same tried and tested routine. I really hope the World Economic Forum gets the pushback it deserves from nationalists. I really do, because they're a danger. They are a clear and present danger. They do nothing to benefit anyone but themselves and their small little clique of people. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.